Hello and welcome back to our new video where I'm going to be diving deeper into algebra. In this video, we're going to take a look at variables and coefficients on a deeper level. What is actually happening when we see the letter 4x? What is happening over here? So whenever we see something like 4x, just know that this means 4 is being multiplied by x. However, mathematicians just like to write this as 4x as it's simpler. And because people sometimes confuse the multiplication sign with the x sign, right? So to avoid that confusion, we just write 4 times x as 4x. So if I'd say break down 5x, or what does 5x mean? 5x simply means 5 multiplied by x. Okay, now if I say, hey, what does this mean? In other words, like, how can you show me that 7 times x, like, how can you show what 7 times x is in simpler terms? You would say 7 times x, sorry for that, 7 times x simply means 7x, right? Now if I ask you 3 times x times a, what would that mean? It's a bit harder, but it follows the exact same logic. 3 multiplied by x gives us 3x. 3x multiplied by a gives us 3xa. So, in simpler words, 4xa is equals to 4 times x, right over here, times a. Or 3xa is equals to 3 times x times a. Now remember, the variable does not just need to be x in order for us to multiply it by 3. It can be either a, it can be times by b, it can be times by c, and the answer is just going to be 3xabc, because we're not adding them. If we were adding them, then we wouldn't be able to do anything because they're not like terms, as I explained in my previous video where I explained what an algebraic expression consists of. And one of the topics that we discussed were like terms. In order to add things in an algebraic expression, the terms, they need to be like terms, right? However, when multiplying, you don't need like terms. Look at more examples. 3x multiplied by 7ab. Now, you might be confused at first when you look at something like this, but I suggest breaking it down into much simpler steps. So from our previous examples, we know, let's just point an arrow down here, that 3x is the same as 3 times x, right? And now we need to multiply 3 times x by 7ab. Now, following the exact same logic that we were using above, 7ab is the same as 7 times a times b, right? So we can just write it over here. Let's add this multiplication sign over here, and then add the 7 times a times b over here to simplify things for us. 7 times a times b. Now just multiply 3 and 7, which gives us 21, and then just write xab. Remember, the coefficient, the number, should always come first. However, if you were to write xab21, it wouldn't make a difference. It would mean the exact same thing. But it's just more neater and more representable if you were to write the number first. So that's pretty much it for this video. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comments below, and I'll 100% get back to you all the time, everywhere, no matter where I am. I always support you guys. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.